Hi guys, this is Szilvia. One of the commenters asked me to speak about narcissism in English as well, so that, more people could learn from it, and hopefully these mini audio sessions, so to speak, will be useful to you as well. And if they are, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. So why is it important to speak about narcissism so much? Of course, I know it's a very trendy topic nowadays. But to be honest, I started to deal with it long years ago. And of course, it was in connection with a personal experience. And we know that now in retrospect that it was a negative experience. Yes, it was, but you can learn from it. And even if you feel that you are in pain and you feel it on a daily basis, just trust the process and trust yourself, especially if you feel that somebody has taken away your self-confidence. So bear with me, and I hope that I'll be able to kind of open up your eyes onto certain things related to whatever's going on right now with you in your relationship, or what was going on if you are already over it, minimum physically, probably not mentally and spiritually. That's why you're here, and I hope I'll be able to help. So why is it so difficult to detect toxic relationships? It's very simple, because at the beginning we are kind of mesmerized, let's face it. And after that, we are intoxicated by them. Sometimes it's so difficult to admit it to ourselves as well, but it's true. And I'm sure you agree with me on that. Intensity, frequency, these are the two key words. If something is too intense at the very beginning, watch out. If something happens, I don't know how many times, but too often, and I'm talking about negative things, of course, watch out. And then it's difficult to let it go. Why? Because you were used to it. You are used to how wonderful it is, and then you're kind of used to how terrible it is. I know it sounds weird, but that's called Stockholm Syndrome, and that's why it's so difficult to let go. Please check out Stockholm Syndrome, or if you want me to speak a little bit about it, just leave a comment for me. So if you're ready, let's see number 1. It's a very simple but very crucial sign, and you'll be able to find it more and more relationships now that you pay attention to it. If somebody hates that you draw certain lines, that you set boundaries and you say no to them, then it's a huge red flag. Because of course nobody likes being told not to do something. I get it. I'm the same type, of course, but the way a narcissistic person can react to it is just crazy. I mean, there is absolutely no way a healthy person can, react to a simple no with a tantrum or with a very bullying, passive-aggressive behavior. Yeah, sure, of course, it depends on the no as well. Of course, we have to try to, pay attention to our communication and be assertive, be kind, be gentle, diplomatic even, but also firm. And we have to stand our ground. But it's true. If somebody, again, getting back to the keywords, too intense about their reactions, and they bully you or kind of punish you because of not allowing everything, it really is a huge sign of a toxic person, or minimum someone who is not mature enough. And that's why I wanted to tell you at the very beginning that, of course, one sign is never a sign, just like in graphology, in anywhere else. I mean, it's true for every kind of field of life. One sign is just a sign, let's face it. If you have more, then you have to watch out and be careful. So that was number 1. Number 2, if somebody never apologizes, it means that they simply don't want to face the music. They just don't want to understand that they also have flaws. Everybody does. Come on, we are human beings. We're not angels, and we make mistakes from time to time. It's okay. What is not okay is to commit them again and again without trying to improve ourselves, without trying to understand our part in the story, and without wanting to change. Is just not okay. So if somebody doesn't want to face the fact that they also should change certain things about their behavior, their personality, their attitude, etc., it can be also a red flag. And after that, especially if they cannot say, I'm sorry, I apologize, it was my fault, I try to do my best to change. If they cannot do that, can be careful. Number 3, if they keep on bullying, they can behave like monsters. So they either cannot restrain themselves from making a huge scandal and throwing a huge tantrum, but most of the time they behave in a very passive-aggressive way. They create jokes, and of course they blame it on you, that you don't understand the jokes, etc. I'm sure that you know. So bullying, that's number 3. Number 4, if you feel that they're always unsatisfied with basically everything, nothing is enough for them, and you can think of any area of your life. It can be also true for your romantic relationships, your friendships, or your boss, even a family member, that they always want more from you. And it can range from simply giving them attention to even giving them money and, a lot of other things. So if you have any other ideas, leave them in the comments. But yeah, there are some really weird fantasies that they might have that they have the right to get it from you. Number 5, they don't want to change. And mostly because of the fact that they don't want to change, but after a while they feel that it's just too much of the pain that they feel within a particular circle, what do? They change the circle. They change the circle of friends. They change workplaces, even places of living, etc. So again, they don't want to face the music. They kind of escape because it's easier, it's more comfortable for them. Number 6, they love to devaluate you. They love to belittle you. They love to tell you off, but it's just so ridiculous. They want to take away your self-confidence all the time because they think that they could be bigger, better because of that. No, it's not true. However, if you are in a relationship like that for a long period of time, you kind of believe that they are right, and we can accept it after a while, even if it's not true, that we are not enough. And that's a lie. Please don't believe if anybody tells you that you're not good enough. And of course, we always have to improve. It's a lifelong journey to improve ourselves. Number 7, they feel that they have the right to take away everything they want. But they do not feel that it's their job, so to speak, to give anything back. So that's kind of a basic rule for them. So they get what they can, but they won't give it back. And I'm sure that after a while you will feel it. It's just not equal. But you just have to keep on giving and giving and giving away everything. And you're not going to get it back. Or maybe nothing in return. The next one is number 8, that they can feel about people, about relationships, about the world in itself in black and white. So they can see things only in black and white. What does it mean? It means that they can think in extremities. Again, it's in connection with the intensity. They cannot really feel that there are, mixtures. And it's not true that somebody's either a friend or an enemy because they consider it this way. So you either belong to their circle, and for a while, of course, they admire you, And then they start talking about you behind your back. And, again, everything that we were talking about starts in connection with kind of placing you in a position where you feel weak again. And then you can become even an enemy. And if a long time passes by and then you guys meet again, well, it's very weird. They tend to forget about what happened. Because if you look amazing and if you smile and if you, kind of radiate positive energy and you have this aura, the only thing that they feel is that they want it and they want to get it back. So they can start with a clean slate with you for a while. It's a trap. It can be very alluring. By that time, hopefully, you will have been able to say no to them. Number 9, if they cannot control you anymore, because, for example, you're no longer in that particular relationship, then they will start to control whatever others think of you. So they will try to even manipulate others to speak about you. And of course, not in a positive way. Gossiping, maybe even spreading lies. So be careful about giving out information about yourself because they will use it. They will use it against you sooner or later in one way or the other. We don't know how. All right, and number 10, that last one, and probably that's one of the most important signs, how you feel in that particular relationship or how you feel about that relationship in retrospect. If you feel that you lost your self-confidence, if you don't have goals, if you feel that you are separated from your loved ones, if you're isolated from your friends, from any kind of support, if you feel that you're always controlled and dominated, just stop and think. Check the signs, check yourself, and try to put together the puzzle pieces to see a clear picture. I hope this little audio session helped you and will help you along the way. Please let me know among the comments. And if you have any questions in connection with this topic, please also let me know in the comment section. Originally, I didn't plan to speak about this topic in English, but if you feel that it was useful and you'd like to hear more about this topic or anything else related to, human relations and communication, I would love to have you back later as well on my channel. Thank you so much for your attention and for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.